another day here, and I'm here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve butterfly locks. Now, this is my first time trying this hairstyle, so this is going to be a beginner's friendly video. The company that I got my hair from today is going to be Leeven Hair. It is a company off of Amazon. I will be sure to leave the information in the description box below. But I did get some Faux Loc hair and also some passion twist hair. This is actually the same company that I used when I did just the Faux Locs. And they were like in the color brown. I'll also leave that video in the description box below. You are going to need to plait your hair in like a box braid or kind of like it doesn't have to be a box. I mean, if you're really good at doing triangle, zigzag, whichever type of part you want, but you do want to plait your hair to where you're going to be putting in the butterfly locks in your hair. So I just went ahead and did like little square box because that's normally what I do. So yeah, so let's get right into this video. All right, so I went ahead and actually did a few of them just to actually see the technique that I wanted to do. Here are some of them. Some of them are like a little bit more distressed than others, just because I was trying to see how exactly I wanted to do them. But I'm gonna show you guys how I have been doing each butterfly lock. So I do take a crochet needle and I will take a lock. This is like an 18-inch lock. And I will, it has like a little hole. So I open the hole. Okay, so I open the hole a little bit like this, and then I put the crochet needle through my hair, and then I put the loop in the hook. I can feel it. Okay. Then I close it and then I drag it through. Now with this part, I am going to put it through the little hoop like this, and then I'm going to take the bottom of the faux lock. I'm going to like clip it so I can like drag it through. Like that. So something like this, and I'm just doing that so that I can like make a knot. Okay, so it's knotted like that. Now the easy thing about this hairstyle is that I don't have to wrap this faux lock around my actual hair, because that would probably take me forever to do all my hair and then wrap it around. It's like wrapping it twice. So all you have to do is put it beside it like this, and then I'm gonna take some passion twist hair. I've grabbed two pieces here that I've kind of distressed a little bit, and to distress them I kind of like lightly go through them like this, just to kind of make them like a little bit more poofy and not as defined as they were. All right, and then I took the two pieces, so I'm gonna put them together so I can make sure that they line up together, and then I'm also gonna crochet this into the same part that I just did. So I'm gonna put the needle back through like this, and then I'm gonna take the hair and put the hair on the hook, clip it, and then run it through. Now for this part, you do want one side to be longer than the other. So I'm gonna pull one side through. Hopefully both sides don't go through. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one side through, and I'm gonna have like two sides. So now I have two sides. So I have been making one side a lot longer than the other. So this side I have been making like kind of like somewhat the length of my hair, not too long, because once it starts stretching out, it does get kind of like all the way to the bottom. So this is kind of how it's looking. So this one's all the way here and this one's here. Now the way that I wrap like with my finger, and then I kind of like go over it. So you do want to make sure that this part right here is as tight as it can, so that it's not like really loose, because right now it's kind of like a little loose with all this stuff in this one braid. So I typically have been wrapping it around like 2 times or 3 times, just depending on how tight you want it, because sometimes after the second time it is pretty tight. So it is pretty tight right now, so I think I'm just going to start wrapping it down. So what I've been doing is I will wrap it a little bit, and then I have been putting my thumb like through the hair so that I can make the distress part. So just to show you guys, so I kind of like the distress part to be somewhat in the middle. I kind of didn't like how I had it all the way up here, so I'm trying not to do it that way. All right, so we'll continue to wrap around, and I'm trying to wrap it flat so it's like covering everything. All right, so to complete the distress part, I will take this thumb and I will wrap the hair kind of like around that thumb. So to do that, I'm gonna put the thumb in the way, like in the way of the hair, but then I'm gonna wrap upward, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can see a little bit better. So I'm gonna wrap upward, and then I probably do that like about 2 times before I remove my thumb, just to make sure that it is secure. All right, then you can go ahead and remove your thumb, and then you can just continue to wrap down. It was a little complicated at the beginning. I was like, my thumb is not coming out, but I will do it one more time. So you're gonna take your thumb, and then I usually wrap the hair around the thumb, but I will wrap it going up like that. And I typically do it twice to make sure that it is secure. And then you can take your thumb out, and then you can wrap underneath the thumb. And then if it starts to like come back in, you can like pull it a little like that. But yeah, and then you just kind of like wrap it down. Depending on your preference, you can put the loops anywhere that you like. You can put as many loops as you'd like. It's kind of like up to you, and I think it's pretty cool. And you can kind of start twisting like less tighter if you want like a kind of like a more loose type of look as well. So I'm somewhat getting to the end of this piece of hair. So I am going to need another piece of crochet passion twist hair to add to this. So you can take another piece of hair. You do want to fluff it out just a tad. And at first I did have a really hard time adding the hair in because I'm just like, how do I add this? But again, I'm gonna make one side longer than the other. And what I did was, so here's a little piece and here's my hair. I kind of like wrapped the new piece of hair around the old piece of hair. And I just kind of start twisting around. And here I have to go up a little bit just because I'm seeing some of my hair seeping through, so I'm just gonna go up. And eventually that little piece of hair gets kind of like trapped in there, per to say. And then you just keep twisting or wrapping down. Once I'm actually done twisting it all the way down, I kind of do like a little palm roll just to make sure that it stays. Because with the passion twist hair, kind of like the more that you pull at it, it kind of gets like a more kind of tangly type of feel. So when you do the palm roll, it kind of makes it stay. And then that is that one. So I'm gonna continue to do the same technique throughout my hair. I'll see you guys when I finish. All right, so it's the next day and I finished my hair like earlier this morning. I started doing my hair at like 7 p.m. and I did like majority of it, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, almost 4 o'clock, and I was like so tired. So I finished the rest of it this morning, and here is what they're looking like. They are super heavy. I think it's because I wrapped a lot of hair around it and they're long, and then They feel super tight because whenever you wrap it around like the 2 or 3 times around the first time, it just feels so tight. So like my head is like a little bit sore, and my head is a little heavy. If you can see, you can kind of see like some of my real hair is peeking through, because whenever I would try to kind of make it messy look, my hair is peeking out. So I tried to like put more hair over it to cover it the best I can. So if you see like a little bit of pieces of my hair, I was trying to cover it but I can't. And then you can see this one, it's, I guess I didn't really ravel that one right, but then it kind of looked messy, so I kind of liked it. I used all the Passion Twist hair that I bought, so I think I bought 8 packs, and I used all of them, and I only used like 3 packs of the Faux Locs hair. So I was like, wow, I had just enough hair just to do this hairstyle. So I would probably just get more than 8 packs if you're like a beginner like me, because you might mess up some hair and you want to make sure that you have more. I ended up having to make some of my parts bigger because I was running out of hair. So that's just something to keep in mind. I usually don't know how to kind of like style my hair when it's like this. I usually just either have it down because it's always too heavy for me to even put up. But I do have like some bobby pins here and there to kind of keep it out of my face, because that's the only thing I don't like is when I have like either braids or any type of protective hairstyle like this, when my hair is like in my face. So I just kind of like bobby pinned it. You can kind of see it right there and right there, just so that it kind of stays in this area, and I think it's actually pretty cute like that. So I'm kind of happy the way it turned out. It did take me forever to do this hairstyle, but I think it's really cute. This is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you guys on the next upload. Bye!